tight. Is it a snook?
I don't know.
This is crazy. Oh yeah, it's a nice one, dude. Nice. Good morning. Welcome back to another video. This is Sun's Out Fishing. We're here about an hour north of our hometown, Hollywood, Florida. We took the drive this morning. Got caught in a little traffic, so we're here later than we expected, but we're looking forward to having a nice day on the water. Not coming in with any expectations whatsoever. We might fish some live bait, we might fish some lures. We brought some top waters, we brought some fluke style baits. Just looking forward to having a fun day out here. The last couple of times we were here, fishing was a little bit lackluster, but I think we have a little more dialed in now, and it's a new day. I'm feeling optimistic, I'm feeling excited. So we're gonna make a run to an area where we think there's gonna be some bait and maybe some fish, and we're just gonna start fishing. Not getting my hopes up, just looking to have a good time. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning into the video. We're gonna get after it now. All right, we just pulled over to a little area. There's a mangrove shoreline on one side and then some residential houses, seawalls on the other side. We're gonna throw around the top water for a little bit. Tide's super low, so I'm not expecting much, but you never know. So it looked like a decent little area. We're gonna see if there's anything here. Basically just taking the spook and walking it right down the side of the seawall, kind of imitating a mullet or some type of a bait fish that's coming down the seawall, running from the predators. So not much happening in that canal. I wasn't expecting much, but you just never know. Anyway, we're gonna make a run right now. Go to an area where we think there might be some bait holding up. Try to throw the net, load up a couple dozen, and then we're gonna make a pretty decent run out west and try to find some snook. We're really hoping to get on some snook. We'll see what happens. But that's the plan for now, and we'll see you when we get to the bait spot. So we just made a nice little run. We're in an area where last time we found a lot of bait. Last time we were out here, like I said, we got rained off the water, but we did learn a lot. So I'm feeling hopeful, I'm feeling grateful. We're happy as hell to be out here. I think we're gonna find some bait in this area. They were loaded last time. So I'm gonna pull out the net and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna roll a clip of a big fish that we caught 2 times ago that we were out here. Not enough action to make a video out of it, but it was a really sick fish, one of my biggest of the year. So check that out now, and we're gonna get started getting some bait. Okay, so we made another switch. We've been working hard all morning, not much happening so far. A couple of small fish at the top water, but we just came to a bridge. We have a few live mullet, a few live sand perch. Still got an outgoing tide, so we're gonna stage on the upside tide of the bridge. Or the uptide side of the bridge rather, and drift some baits back into the shadow line and see if we can catch a snook or a tarpon, really anything. There's snapper, big snapper at this bridge, cuberas, so we'll see. I'm gonna get some lines in the water now. About a 6/0 J hook on this. I got a 50-pound leader and a throat hooked mullet here. This is what I'm gonna use, and Kyler, he's behind the camera, but he has this small sand perch that he's going to use. Mahara is actually what they're called. So 2 different baits on this bridge, and we'll see which one works better. All right, going back out. Oh, my dude just took off. I think he got 8 actually.
You 8?
You gotta make a move here, bud. Pick your rod up. Got a nice fish on right now. Hopefully it's stuck good. Oh, that's a good one. Almost got me in that. Just turned him right there. Oh. Gotta be careful with the trolling motor here. Yeah, I think so. In a second, let him fight a little longer. Yeah, it's a nice one. He's pulling the boat all over the place. Yeah, let's net this fish. She's gonna be ready here in a second. If you could try to keep the camera going, that'd be sick. If not, I understand. Right here. He's right here.
I think 40.
Nah.
37?
Yeah. Okay, just hold him right there. No, that fish is 40, I think. Just got this beautiful snook. There's a bridge right behind us where the fish ate, but luckily there's a little kind of a bank here, so we just brought the fish over here. We're gonna take good care of her. We'll get a little measure on her, see how big she is, and then we'll make sure she gets a nice healthy release and swims off good. But I'm gonna put him on the tape real quick. Supporting this fish the whole time. Tails on 0. Oh, right to 40. It's a 40-inch fish. It's a really nice fish here. Only been out of the water here for maybe 10 seconds. So we have this fish here. We just took the hook out. She's basically ready to go. I'm just gonna hold her up one time for the camera so you guys can see her. Nice 40-inch fish. Ate the live mullet, fought really well. Hasn't been out of the water barely at all. And I'm just gonna hold her here until she's ready to go. Make sure she's strong. She's really thick across the shoulders. You can see how fat this fish is. She's starting to kick. I'm just gonna make sure she's 100% good to go. And then I'm gonna send her right back to where we caught her. She's gaining her strength. I'm just making sure all that lactic acid buildup is leaving her body. That way she has the strength to swim off and go make more baby snook. She took off right down to the depths. All right, I hope you enjoyed that snook. That was honestly an epic fish. Only fish of that day, but it made coming up here worth it. Anyway, we just did pretty good on the bait, threw the net a couple times. Probably got about 12.5. We could stay and try to get some more, but we figured we got enough for now. We don't want to get greedy. We're gonna make a run to the west, head to a spot. It's like a mangrove kind of shoreline area. And we're gonna look for some snook in there and see what happens. Might be some big jacks back there too, maybe a tarpon. Not sure what we're gonna get into, but we're headed back there now. We'll see you when we get there. Alrighty, we just took a nice run. Took us about 20 minutes to get back here. But we're here, we're in the area that we want to fish, at least for now. We're hoping with this high sun we can do some sight fishing. That's the goal. This is what I'm throwing. It's made by a local company, NLBN. This is their Lil Mullet. It's a fluke style bait. Kyler's gonna be throwing a Yozuri. Pass me that, bud. I think it's called a top knock pencil. It's a small walk the dog style bait. We're gonna throw 2 different things, 2 different colors, 2 different styles of lures, and see what gets the job done. In theory, if he starts getting a bunch of bites on the top water, I'll switch over And if I start getting a bunch of bites on this, he'll switch over. Although this is the only one I have, so we won't be able to do that, but that's enough talking for now. We're gonna start casting and see if we can find some fish. Got high hopes. It's freaking windy in here, boy. All right, Kyler just released that little snook. Messing with the trolling motor here. So that's the second snook that he's had blow up on a topwater plug in the last 5 minutes. I've said this in videos in the past. If you've seen, I'm a huge advocate of going with the trend, basically trying different lures until you figure out what's working, and then when you figure out what's working, using it. So I have another one of those same plugs that he's using, just in a little bit of a different color. Another topwater here. I'm gonna get to throwing it now. So we're both throwing topwater plugs. It's cool when you have two people on the boat because each person can experiment with a different type of lure. You can really dial in the fish a lot quicker that way.
You gotta walk it.
Walk it like I talk it?
Don't ever say that.
Why?
Because I don't.
Alright, so spent about 2 hours back there in the backcountry area and not much to show for it. Kyler caught that little sword spine snook. Probably had 2 or 3 more little blow ups, so he lost like a 25-inch snook as well. But I think we're gonna make a change of plans. We have those mullet we netted a little bit earlier, and I think we're gonna try, the tide's up now, I think we're gonna try some seawalls. Yeah, fish some of the live mullet on seawalls. Keep throwing the artificials too, but maybe switch over to the mullets and see if we can get a few bites. It's about 1 p.m. now, so still got the rest of the afternoon. All right, we're doing the Seawall thing. Here's the rig. 8-aught Mustad circle hook, about 2.5, 3 feet, 60 pound fluorocarbon leader. I got 50-pound braid on a Daiwa Lexa 400, and this is an 8'6" custom rod that I've had for a long time. I believe it's a moderate fast action. I like it a lot for live bait. It's not super fast tip, so the hooks don't pull out if I'm using a circle hook. I'm gonna pull one of these baits out and show you guys what we're using. Black mullet. You saw us net these earlier. I'm gonna go right into the mouth, underneath the top lip, and out through the top. Just like that.
Oh my god! My ginormous jag.
I think a whole school of mullet just went through.
I'm not even joking. I think that was a 40.
50?
Not 50, but 40.
Oh, fish on me.
That sounds like a snook.
Cast up that way. Nice. Got a fish on me right here.
Did he eat it?
No, not yet. Come on. Just had my mullet along the wall. Ooh. Eat it, dude. Oh. Hope you guys can hear that. It's so sick. Might be a little small for the bait.
I just saw him.
He's trying so hard. This would be so cool to get recorded. This snook probably just popped this mullet like 10 times and still hasn't eaten it. That was wild. I mean, look at that bait, dude.
Your bait?
Yeah, just sitting on top. It's just not getting on the wall. He knows the wall is the danger zone. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Is that on you?
Yeah. Tight. I don't know. I don't think so. Cuda? Dude, it's dogging me too. Oh, I think I got a cuda on. All right, so I had my mullet on the Seawall. I had like several snook come up to it. None of them ate. They popped it. Couldn't get in the mouth, and then finally this fish just ate it, and it was a cuda. It's actually the first cuda I've ever caught in Jupiter. Haven't caught it yet. Could break me off still. Oh. Chill, dude. Not expecting that. Oh, I lost him right there. Darn. Well, it's all good. I didn't really want to mess with him too much. So that was a cuda. I have 60-pound fluoro on, and he didn't cut me off, so that's cool. Got my hook back. Gonna get some more baits up on the wall. That is not the targeted species. We're looking for a snook or possibly a big jack. That guy kind of came out of nowhere and joined the party, so I'm gonna put another bait up on the wall and see what happens. Still like mid-afternoon, so the fishing should only get better as we go from here. We shall see. All right, the Seawall's kind of shut down for a little bit. We're gonna go back to those in a couple hours here once the sun gets a little lower. But we came to like kind of a low-lying bridge, and we're gonna drift some mullet through it. The tide's going out, so we're staged up current of the bridge, and we're gonna drift the mullet underneath and hopefully try to pick off a snook here. You never know, there could be Kubera snappers, Goliath groupers, really anything could be in here, so let's see what we can find. Same thing, we're using the black mullet circle hook. I'm gonna do a rope hook this time. I'll show you guys how I do that. It's basically just so I could get the mullet to swim down to the bottom. At these bridges, there's like a lot of current and structure and everything, so the fish don't like to work too hard. They kind of sit at the bottom and wait for stuff to get swept to them, so I like my bait to be right on the bottom. Got nervous baits here. Just got 8. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but that was weird though. I let him eat for a while. Yeah, 100% ate.
That could have been the Kubera snapper.
Yeah, it's got teeth marks.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Think that was him?
Huh. Honestly, I don't know. My bait just got ate. It was a weird bite. It didn't feel like a snook, and it's got like these teeth marks in it. I'm thinking it might have been a Kubera, which would be epic. Guess I caught him. Look at him. Look at the bait, dude. He's mauled.
Yeah.
At this little bridge here, we were just about to leave. I lost that fish. The more that I think about it, the more I think it was a Kubera. Excuse the sirens. Anyway, we think we saw some pilchards here, so we're gonna try to throw the net on them. We just kind of are curious to see what size they are. If they're big enough to fish, we're gonna fish them. Yeah. We'll see. If they're too small, they'll get gilled in the net, which would suck.
Get any?
Yeah. All right, well, that was a surprising success. We threw the net, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. Caught about 100, 150 little baits. A little mixed bag. There's pilchards, which is a scaled sardine. We got Spanish sardines, threadfin herrings. Basically all the best little scaled baits that you can get. We're gonna take a little run to an area where we think there might be some fish. We're gonna use these little ones as chummies, throwing them in the water, getting the fish all fired up. And then we're gonna follow in with some baits on some hooks. Should be a lot of fun. All right, cool. So we just made a little run. We got this well full of baits. Let me show you guys what I mean when I say live chum. So I'm just gonna net like a half a dozen right out of the top of the well. Give them a little bit of a squeeze. And then just start chucking them in the water. The idea is to just get all the fish in the general area fired up, get them feeding. That way when we throw baits in, they're a lot more willing to eat. Sometimes I won't squeeze them, I'll just go in with them completely live, let them swim around naturally. And this is one of the best ways to get fish fired up, especially on a day like today where not seeing much action. It's almost like cheating, but it should be worth it. So we're gonna let these baits marinate in this area for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. Once we start seeing some fish blow up, then we'll get lines in the water. But it should be a lot of fun if the fish are here. All right, let me quickly show you guys what we're using here. So this is my rig. This is like my go-to spinner. It's a Vanstall VR50. I would say it's like a 3,000 to 4,000 class series spinning reel. I have it on a custom rod that I've had for probably 12 years. It's like a medium heavy setup. I would compare it to like a 12 to 25 if I had to. I got 15-pound Power Pro white braid on this. Then this is a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. There's fish blowing up already, but I just put a small little J-hook on, 2/0, and this is one of the baits that we caught in the net. It's called a threadfin herring. We'll pitch it out here and see if it gets 8. I just got bit. Oh, it's a cuda. I thought it was a little baby snook. Just caught this little munchkin cuda. I had a nice one of these on earlier that got off right at the side of the boat. You gotta be super extra careful with these. Check out his teeth. They could get you good. Just gonna carefully pop the hook out here and just send him back on his way. See you, dude. There we go. Kyler's hooked up. What is it, a jack? It's just a jack crevalle, but something to bend the rod. It's been slow today. So that's a jack. They get a lot bigger than that. We're gonna try to target some bigger ones this afternoon, but well, that's the noise they make. We're just gonna head dive and let them go. Got a little baby snook on. First snook of the day. Oh no, it's not. Kyler got one earlier. Damn, that feels like it was a different day. This is a common snook. Looks a bit different than the one Kyler caught earlier, but pretty little fish. I mean, this is obviously a tiny little infant, but they got that lateral line just like the big ones do. But there's definitely fish starting to show up here. Just gonna get this one released. Go ahead, dude. Got something little on. Jack.
Oh, it's a kitty cat.
It's another kitty. Wow. I think we're gonna make a move because things are not going too hot here.
Okay.
Alrighty, so wasn't much happening over at that bridge. We tried, we chummed a few dozen baits. Caught that one little snook, a couple little jacks. I don't even know if I'm gonna put them in the video. If you saw them, I put them in there. But we decided we're gonna finish out the day out here in this bay. There's a seawall here to the left of us. And yeah, I think this is our best chance of getting on a big fish. I really, really want to try to get a big snook or a big jack. They're up here and they're around. We just have been kind of striking out. So we got about 2 hours till the sun goes down. Conditions are pretty good. So the wind's kind of slowing down. It's kind of slicking out. So yeah, we have 8 mullet left and we have a few of those pilchards and sardines and stuff like that. So let's see what we can make happen. 2 hours to try to get a nice fish. I think we can do it. Been doing this for about 20 minutes now. Ah, it's a little baby. It's a catfish. Are you kidding me? Thought it was a jack. Another kitty. Can't get away from these things. This is demoralizing. Let's see. It's a jack. It's a jack. Never been so happy for it to be a jack and not a catfish. Oh. Careful, bro. It's just a little baby version of what we're trying to target out here. One of the species we're trying to target. They're so nice back here in the river. They have like a really yellow coloration to them. But with these little jacks, what you can do if they're small enough to handle like this, you can literally just, they have these 2 black dots. You can see one right here. See one right here, and then you just grab them on either side of their black dot and they kind of go immobile. And then you can unhook them safely. Kyler's tight on a fish. What is it, bro? Catfish or jack? Those are your options.
Yeah, boy.
What is that?
Those are jacks.
Oh, it's a little tarpon.
It's a ladyfish.
Oh, it's a ladyfish?
I don't think that's a tarpon.
No? It might be just a mega ladyfish, yeah.
Poor man's tarpon.
Yeah, bro. We're getting the trash can slam out here. Yeah, it's a ladyfish. I haven't seen a ladyfish that big in forever, so I thought it was a tarpon.
Got a bow to look like a tarpon.
That's right. Oh, there's a fish on me.
Come here, boy.
That thing is pretty. Look at that thing. The colors on it are cool. It's like a green.
Take your glasses off and you can really see the colors. It's like a bonefish.
Yeah, it is kind of like a bonefish. This is my favorite snook bait. It's got to be like half that size, but to me, there's not a better snook bait out there.
You could eat your snook baits.
Yeah. Let them swim.
This is bigger than any snook we caught today.
Yeah. I can't believe this day, but
This is like a slot.
can't win them all. No, it's not.
Yeah. Nah, he's like 26.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's just skinny.
Lady? It's fighting like one.
That's what he.
These things are freaking cool, man.
That's not a lady. That thing like exploded on you. I think that's a jack.
Come on, jump. Be a lady. We almost doubled up on ladies.
Bro, they do the slime stuff.
Oh.
Like,
What?
oh. You.
This is not my day. Picked up the little rod. Drifted a bait back. Got bit again. Something super small. It's probably a freaking catfish. We're running out of daylight here. Me and Kyler are discussing, trying to just decide what to do here with the end of our day.
Daddy.
Is it? Another
Come on,
catfish.
use the rod trick. Oh.
That is a game changer. All right, we're done messing with those little fish. We got about an hour of daylight, if that, left. I'm not really too sure what to do. It hasn't really been our day when it comes to catching fish, but we're gonna troll around this big nasty mullet in this area where we've seen a lot of fish today. We're gonna troll this thing around and hopefully it catches the attention of a big jack or maybe a snook sitting out in the open. I don't know. That's what we've come up with. Try this for an hour and see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Is it a snook?
I don't know.
I don't know if any of this is visible, but we were about to pack up and leave and we had a bait behind the boat.
What's going on?
And it started to go off and Kyler's rod just got hit and Rodney did the trick. Rodney, the rod holder. It's super dark. I'm gonna try to break out the big camera so you guys can see what's going on. But that was sick. I think it's a big snook.
Definitely.
It's definitely a snook. This is crazy. Not what we were expecting. We were kind of down in the dumps because the bite was not great today, and
I'm feeling flame.
just take it easy. You got space. You good?
You chilling?
Chilling. I think this is a nice fish. Oh yeah, it's a nice one, dude. Not bad.
I can't tell how big he is yet. I don't know if it's over slot.
He looks over. Nice. Definitely a little over. Alright, Kyler just got this last minute snook. super nice fish, about 34 inches. We were just about to leave and we started seeing some activity and we were like, I don't know, let's try a little bit longer. That's what we do, man. We've been out here for 12 hours and it's still not enough. We can't get enough. We've been fishing so hard today for this one fish and it came together the last second. We're gonna try to get another one too. Beauty. Get him back in the water. We haven't had this fish out of the water at all, so it's perfectly good.
Pretty.
Real pretty fish. It's basically completely dark out now. I swear to you, we were about to leave and we were feeling pretty down about the day and this fish just saved it. Epic fish. Rodney got the hook set. Collar fought it like a champ. Really nice fish, over slot. He's just gonna take his time reviving the fish, making sure that she swims off strong, getting all that lactic acid out of the muscles. They'll kick off strong when they're ready to go. Sometimes it takes a little while. This fish fought pretty hard. There she goes. Hell yeah, dude. Is that right? All right, let's get off the water.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so it's the next day. After Kyler caught that really nice overslot snook that we basically waited all day for, we decided to get off the water. We're not really adequately set up for night filming yet, although that is something I'm gonna look into because there's a lot of cool fishing we can do at night and I'd love to bring you guys some of that content. But anyway, yesterday was a grind. We were out there for 12 plus hours. We were all over the bay. The video might be all over the place. We were looking for bait, looking for fish, and it just wasn't easy fishing. But that's all right, we really enjoyed it, and that's what keeps us coming back, in my honest opinion. If you just went out there and crushed every single day, I don't think it would be as fun. It's that unpredictability, never knowing what you're gonna catch, never knowing if you're gonna catch, that keeps you coming back onto the water. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, hit it with a thumbs up, that would be great. Helps the algorithm, it helps more people see the channel. And if you have any suggestions on what you want to see, we're down here in South Florida, so there's all types of fishing at our disposal. Any kind of species you want us to go after, or any kind of catch, clean, and cooks you think might be interesting, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions. So thank you for watching the video. As always, I appreciate it. Take care, and we'll catch you in that next one.